Welcome to Songwriters from Here and Away. This is a show that focuses on new and established songwriters from Atlantic Canada, across Canada, and around the world. Hello, and thanks for tuning in. My name's Robert Campbell. This week we have a live show we recorded up in Wolfville, Nova Scotia. What we're doing is we're going to have songwriters from Here and Away, the Wolfville Edition. A friend called me up, Mr. Mike Glenn. He said, I'd like to do the show there in Wolfville. He found a venue called Pizza Lupa, a funky little cafe, Italian cafe and pizza joint there. So we had about 50 people in the room for the first one. We featured Kim Barlow and a number of other folks you'll meet in this next hour. And if you listen to the podcast, you'll hear a little bit extra. We'll start with a bit of an introduction from Mike and a chat with Kim Barlow.
Wow, nice crowd. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today with Kim Barlow. And actually, this is the first time Kim and I met each other today. Not just today, I mean, ever.
Ever.
And I'm just really excited to have a conversation with her. She has done so many things. I wrote a little bit of an intro for her that I really am dying to share. So pull up a chair, grab a slice and a glass of local wine. You're tuning into the inaugural Songwriters from Here and Away, Wolfville Edition of our podcast, broadcasting live from Pizza Lupa. Right here on Front Street, Wolfville, the small town where Nova Scotia's big songs are born and the cultural heartland of the East Coast. Today we're going to be launching our special Wolfville Edition with a phenomenal local force. We have Jesse Potter coming in this afternoon.
Woo!
We also, over here, we have Lily Gunn.
Woo!
We have Kimberly Matheson. And Glenn and Trigano as well. So that's something that I'm really excited to share too.
Woo!
Kim Barlow, an eccentric and acclaimed songwriter, a master of the clawhammer banjo, a two-time Juno nominee, and the region's recent Valley Awards recipient. Please welcome the incredible Kim Barlow.
Thank you. Thanks, Mike. I used to hang out in a town called Keno City with these lonely miners. When I was spending time there were only 14 of them left. And they had a lot of great stories. And they were all gnarly bachelors. The saying in the Yukon is, what do you look for in a man? Teeth. Or the odds are good, but the goods are odd. Then I moved back to Nova Scotia and had a couple of twins and wrote a lot of songs about needing more sleep. That's what this is. This one's for the kids will know. My kids will know how to dance to rock and roll. Every day's a lesson on how to let go. Some people find it hard to watch the kids get old. It feels so good when they sleep all night. It feels so good now we sleep all night again. The baby days were wild, you could call it a scream. A crazy dream and now it's past. Time is a trip, it flies so fast. Stretches and it dips, but the sick days last and last. Feels so good, now we sleep all night. It feels so good, now we sleep all night again. My kids will dance to rock and roll and power over the blue glow. The dirt and the bugs and the wind will show. The kids are ready to go, go, go. Kid, I love you, but I don't feel blue. I just feel excited for you. And all the things you're gonna do and the things that I'll do too. It's great to see them thriving and finally driving. They fearlessly embarked to their own apartment. Oh, we had a good time, me and my little babies. That time was sweet and that was bad. That part always makes me cry now because they're getting older. Time to blast off. Feels so good, now we sleep all night. It feels so good, now we sleep all night again. Thanks.
Oh my God, that brings back so many memories. I have 3 kids of my own. How many do you have, Kim?
I have 3.
Is that right?
An adult one and 2 that are almost 13 right now. Yeah.
That's cool. Actually, all 3 of my kids are at this table here, which is kind of nice to have the whole family.
Yay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so sweet.
Going through your all the information online about you, it's so hard to know where to begin. But I'm going.
Because I'm old. I've gotten a lot.
A couple of things. I'm just going to kind of go through some of your life here in a nutshell. Born in Montreal, Quebec, raised in rural Nova Scotia, studied classical guitar at Florida State University.
I did my first year here at Acadia.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And then you transferred over?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about that. Why Florida University?
Oh, I think it was just a grass is greener kind of thing. I wanted to go somewhere
Right.
different, and
Yeah.
in hindsight, it was great here. I had a great first year at Acadia and could have easily stayed and gotten a lot out of that experience. But I learned other things, the unexpected life lessons that happen when you move somewhere with a different culture and different ways of thinking about things. Yeah, Florida is
Makes sense.
really different.
Yeah. Whitehorse. I've been up north. I traveled. I was in a band and we toured and whatever. And I ended up out in Yellowknife. You ever played out in Yellowknife?
Yeah, I played at the Folk on the Rocks Festival and some other gigs there. I've been up to Iqaluit as well and played festivals up there.
Fantastic.
There's some pretty epic watering holes in those northern communities, that's for sure.
What drew you to the north?
After university, I moved to Vancouver, like many East Coasters do. I just wanted to check out the West Coast, and I lived there for a year. But I was in East Van, and you could see the mountains off in the distance, but it was really hard to get to them as a person in your early 20s with no car and, limited resources. So I had a neighbor who told me about working in Dawson City for the summer, and that it was good money and the land of the midnight sun, and I was curious, so I hitchhiked and caught rides and took the bus, the train, and the ferry, and got there eventually, and then ended up staying for 20 years.
Wow.
I never actually made it to Dawson because I stopped in Whitehorse, and I got a job with the local tech company, and I was a stagehand all summer at all the festivals, so I immediately got immersed into the music scene there, which is really vibrant and very embracing, and it was a good nurturing community to be in.
Yeah.
That first summer I was working at the Dawson Music Festival, and the Bare Naked Ladies were one of the headliners, and I was backstage, coiling cables or whatever, and the keyboard player dragged me on stage and made me dance with him on stage. It was,
Wow.
one of those moments that stays with you forever.
Oh my God, yeah. That's awesome. I love the Bare Naked Ladies too. Jeez. Then you returned home. A return home after, you said 20 years.
Yeah.
Up in the north.
It was
And
kind of past due time to come back.
well, there was a lot of feelings from the people that you had met up in the north. I found in the Chronicle Herald, they did an article about you and about you leaving. And this is what they said. They said, the Yukon's loss was Nova Scotia's gain when songwriter Kim Barlow decided to pack up her banjo and move back home after 2 decades of living and playing music out of Whitehorse. Her songs are full of observational life and joyous whimsy. And that's from Stephen Cook. What a heck of a thing to say.
Yeah.
Jeez, that must have been so hard to leave.
It was really hard.
Yeah.
I miss my people there for sure. I miss
Yeah.
the landscape. It's an amazing place. I do go back because my older kid still lives there. So it'll always be part of my life. We're going up this summer.
We're going to pop in one of Kim Barlow's pre-recorded tracks off of her album. This is Butterflies and Drunk Men.
We're returning back to Nova Scotia and your roots, kind of your roots anyway. You grew up in rural Nova Scotia,
Yeah.
although born in Quebec. When did you move to Nova Scotia?
We moved to New Germany area when I was 7 years old. So I grew up down there. I went to New Germany Elementary and Parkview High School, and but they're always come from a ways.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
right.
Come from even my parents were Quebecers, English Quebecers. So
Okay.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah. But it's been so good to be back in Nova Scotia. I really have absolutely no regrets. I mean, I love the Yukon, but it's been so great to be back in the Maritimes and in this community because I always had ties with the Valley. And when we decided to move back, we chose this area because of all the great things about it. It's so culturally rich, and it's been very kind of a nice place to ease back into being a musician and taking on these new projects that I've been doing. It has just felt like a natural fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're definitely busy. How has this changed the internal landscape of your songwriting? If it has.
That's an interesting question. I haven't been writing as much because when we moved here, we had new baby twins and a lot of different things pulling on my time. But I am still writing, and I think and I'm teaching a songwriting class at Acadia, so it's always in the conversation. So I'm always thinking about what you're writing about and why, and what the job of the song is. Yeah.
And you come from a classical background and you're playing folk music. How does that tie into, how do the different musical brains work together?
Well, this is something I've been thinking about a lot actually just today, how we have every kind of music at our fingertips these days and so many different influences, and it can be kind of an overabundance of choice. And it's hard to choose a focus in a way. Like I look back at my body of work and I could have just written simple, folky, poppy songs that were just easy to consume, but I didn't do that because I had all these other interests, and so my songs have ended up being a bit more obscure in some ways, I think. They're wordy and notey with all the classical guitar riffs that I stick in them and stuff like that. So I've kind of chosen my own path, and it's maybe not the most direct route to musical success.
What is that anyway? To me, this is musical success.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Crowd full of people listening and curious about you and the life that you have and how you integrate that into your songs, full of quirkiness, and I love listening to your music. You also do a lot of collaborations with other folks through your entire career. In fact, one of your Juno nominations came with a collaborative, bigger project where you were part of a group. Whereas your other Juno was from one of your solo projects from Gingerbread.
Gingerbread, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a preference to working in collaborative projects? Do you prefer to do solo work? What's your jam?
I like the chemistry that happens between musicians when they connect and are having that conversation musically. So that's always what I'm looking for. And in more recent collaborations, we've been doing a lot of improvised music, which is super exciting because it's just always so in the moment and it forces you to be really present. And I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for me, community has always kind of been the core of what I value. And so, as you know, I've started an organization called Music in Communities, and it's a cooperative. It's all about people working together to make things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some questions about that, actually. I want to learn a little bit more about it, and maybe this is a great opportunity for other people to hear some of the initiatives that are happening. You had received an award as well from the Valley Arts Award, which recognizes the significant long-term contributions that you've provided to the arts community in Annapolis Valley. What does it mean to be recognized by the very community that you serve?
Oh, it's an incredible honor. I feel a little bit embarrassed because there are so many other people here who have been here for a really long time and been doing great work, and to be recognized in the ranks of those folks is, it's really kind of blows my mind.
Great honor.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And Music in Communities is a cooperative out of Canning. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about that initiative and what would you like them to know?
Yeah, you be careful. I could talk about this all day. So Music in Communities is an organization that we started because I saw a need for musicians to find different sources of income, really. It's just a way to put musicians to work because it's a pretty rough time in the industry right now. Ever since streaming began, people have lost that revenue source. It's a lot harder to sell CDs now. So that was a big source of income on tour. And when you're at home too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And touring is more expensive than it used to be. It's just very challenging to make a go of it. I hear stories from musicians from the 60s and the 70s who could go and do the college circuit, it was called, and make good money, like probably getting fees that are the same as what you might get now, 40, 50 years ago. So our organization hires working musicians to do different projects in the community. So we've got a choir for people with Alzheimer's and dementia. We've got the queer choir. We've got after-school programs. We're doing camps. Just anything that people come to us with an idea and say, hey, I could do this. I could offer this in the community. Yeah, we've got merch. Those are the kinds of things that we're doing. And it's just growing because we keep thinking of more ways that we can connect and support the community as musicians. Because that's what I do. I couldn't, I see what's going on in the world and I want to do something about it.
Yeah.
So this is what I can do.
Very nice. All right. So you've got some more music you'd like to share with us.
Yeah, sure.
What would you like to share?
Well, maybe can I ask Lily to come up and we'll just do a couple of songs together?
Move out of the way.
So I don't perform very much by myself these days, and I do love supporting young people to get up and get themselves going. And Lily Gunn here is an amazing young musician who started showing up at our youth open mics up in Canning a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And has just been getting better and better and blowing my mind. So very honored to have you up here with me, Lily.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
We're going to do the first song from the first album that I ever recorded. And this is a true story that was told to me by my friend Kirsty up north. And I'm going to say one more thing about this song before we sing it, because it's kind of funny. I played this song at the Stan Rogers Festival, one of the first years of that festival. And I was sitting in the hospitality area, and Garnet Rogers was at the next table over, and I heard him bitching to his friend about these young musicians who were writing songs that didn't rhyme and they didn't have choruses. It didn't make any sense, and I knew 100% he was talking about this song. But it was a hit, so suck it up, Garnet. The first time I saw Brian, he had moose blood all over his hands. I never loved a redneck hunter before, so I thought I would give it a try. I wrote him a letter that said, no, I sent him a valentine that said, if I had a dog, I'd walk it past your house 30 times a day. And if you were in your driveway, I would say, humana, 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 humana. He shared an apartment with his younger sister. They slept side by side on the floor like little kids, and I fell for him then. We rolled around in the snow beside Lucky Lake. I built him a table out of lumber to try and make him like me better, but it didn't work. Humana, 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 humana. Humana, 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 humana. I wrote him a letter that said, how can you be nearly asleep in my arms in the bathtub at night, and the next day you act like you don't even know me? You're sad and you're mean and you're lost, and I hope you marry a girl who smokes cigarettes and buys you stuffed animals for Christmas. Humana, 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 humana. Humana, 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 humana. Humana, 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 humana. Thanks.
You're listening to Songwriters from Here and Away, Wolfville Edition with Kim Barlow, and that was Lily Gunn joining her. So please check out sfhaa.ca, Songwriters from Here and Away.
Since we were talking about my past, I'll sing this song because it's sort of my autobiography, my autobiographical song. And I recorded this on an album with Mark Adam, who's an engineer and producer and drum prof at Acadia, and just a generally great community guy himself and ideas man. I made this album in 2018, and then did a couple of tours, and then COVID hit, and that was kind of when I decided I was going to retire. But this is called White Horse. I flew away from Nova Scotia on a discount airline, good to know ya. One wet winter in East Vancouver, mountains taunted, why don't you come here? North, go north, young women and a man. The sun never set on us back then. We grew up tough and bent together, figured it would stay like this forever. And I'm galloping home on my own white horse. Why did the shy girl come to White Horse to put on her own shining armor? Why did I throw my big backpack down and go galloping restless through this town? I'm different here, wild and rougher. Yeah, just like all the others. You smile at my punk ass on the street. Watch me killing time till it all turns bittersweet. And I'm galloping home on my own white horse. 5 o'clock in a different city. I'm not at the bar, I'm in a Gladstone library bathroom looking at a pink line, thinking, there goes my time. Laughing when I say you did this to me. Start a little nest and start to fill it up sweetly. Noise and no sleep, that's about all. That's what I got when I made that phone call. And I'm galloping home on my own white horse. Trans-Canada brought us back east. It's hard to make a living, but there's some kind of peace. And my sister warns me, things have changed, but they never change in some ways. Winter remembers the mountains and the longest nights with the potluck friends. Now I'm right back where I began. Hard to be sure it ever really happened. And I'm galloping home on my own white horse. This is what I learned when I went north. Wherever I go, I wonder, is there something more? And time's so fleet, soon it all turns bittersweet. And I'm galloping home on my own white horse. I'm galloping home on my own white horse. Thank you.
That was so pretty. Thank you, Kim. That was absolutely beautiful. Big hand for Kim Barlow. Holy.
Thank you.
When you were singing the Hamina, you were talking about you had this beautiful line where you said you made a table
out of lumber
to try to make them like you. I laugh every time I hear that. I think you have this really amazing charm about the things that you're writing, and this vulnerability that you allow in your songwriting that I'm trying to do myself in my own writing, that I just want to tap right into, because that's really beautiful. And thank you for sharing that.
Thanks, Mike.
At this point, I'm going to interrupt proceedings and move some of the interview work to the end of the podcast. The reason being, we have a number of other artists that I would like you to hear before the radio hour is over. So, next artist is Kimberly Matheson.
Isn't this great, this inaugural podcast taping? Thank you so much, Mike, for your wonderful interview with Kim and Kim's great music. And Robert doing the sound. I'm just going to do one song for you. This is a song a few springs ago. It was very, very rainy. And every time going to the post office, people's faces were grayer and their mouth turned down, because as patient as we are here in the Annapolis Valley, eventually we want to see the sunshine. So I went home. I was going up my stairs. There's a stained glass at the top, and I saw a reflection on the wall through the stained glass. And I said, "Hello, sunshine." Then I went downstairs and I wrote this song. Hello, sunshine, peeking out behind the clouds. Hello, sunshine, it's no whisper, I'll sing it right out loud. I love you. When you lighten up the sky, I see the world through different eyes. Shades of pink and gold and green. Hello, sunshine, streaming through my window pane. Hello, sunshine, after days and days and days and days and days and days and days of rain. Casting colors on the wall, patterns shift and shadows fall. Mark the movement of the day. Hello, 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 sunshine. Hello. Hello, sunshine, joyous warmth upon my face. Hello, sunshine, darkened thoughts now erased. See the orchard and the vine, the trilly and the columbine. Oh, the beauty of this place. Oh, bless those golden rays. Hello, 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 sunshine. Hello, hello, sunshine. Hello. Thank you so much.
That was so good. One more big hand for Kimberly.
Thank you so much.
Matheson.
Thanks for
Thank you.
inviting me so much. Really appreciate it.
Fantastic. We're going to have Kimberly on our show as one of our guests, as the main guest in our next series of shows. So we're really looking forward to that. Coming up, we're basically what we're doing now is we're going to be sharing some of the artists that are going to be highlighted on the show over the next season. So we're going to invite a couple more artists up here to sing a song, to show a little bit about what they're up to. And I'm going to invite right now Jesse Potter.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thanks for coming out to support this. It's such a great little event. Thank you, Mike. Get a big round of applause for Mike and Robert for putting this together. So awesome. And that's the first time I've heard that song of Kim's. That was really nice, Kimberly Matheson. And then also, first time I heard some of your songs there too, Kim. They were really sweet. I'm looking forward to hearing Lily. Is that coming through? So, yeah, thanks for that glowing introduction, Mike. That was really, really nice. I'm feeling butterflies up here now. I'm going to play 2 original songs for you guys. I guess that's kind of the point of this thing, is to play original music. And it was really hard to pick which ones, but I think I finally landed on a couple. This one's relatively new. It's called Over and Under. People get fixated on the problems. We've all been guilty of some crime. Why so addicted to these systems? We're blinded by the language of our time. Why do we crave the things we love? And how do we learn to love someone we've come to hate? Tell me, why do we crave the things we love? And how do we learn to love someone we've come to hate? You gotta go over and under, over and under, over and under after all. Gotta go over and under, over and under, over and under, yeah, we fall. So many people just searching for someone to follow. They want to swallow up that new philosophy. And for once in my life I'm seeing the light. It's a bird's eye view, and I want you to know we take responsibility. For every choice we make, for every tie we break, the value of it's made by you alone. And the way you meet your need for love, you find your diamond in the rough. Reap the seeds you sow and plant the garden of your dreams. 'Cause we gotta go over and under, over and under, over and under after all. Gotta go over and under, over and under, over and under. Yeah, we fall. Thank you. Thanks so much.
You're listening to Songwriters from Here and Away, Wolfville Edition. Please go to the website sfhaa.ca for information on the artists and everything else. We'd love to hear from you. Reach out.
I got one more song for you guys. And this is one I've adapted to play on guitar. I usually play it on baritone ukulele. My baritone ukulele is out of commission. I had to get a new one. But yeah, it's called Mirage. I have been the watchman, guarding the key to my heart. Think I finally understand. I'm giving up the war if I can. Stranded in a wasteland, I drew an SOS in the sand. You showed me that I'm not alone. I love when you hold my hand, and you help me grow. Your love is like a cool glass of water for a man who's been stranded in the desert for a lot of time. Would you stay with me tonight? Hoping that you're not a mirage. Hope I don't love you too much. We share an oasis, the way we embrace this world. Life is like a melody. Music is our remedy, and we share a key. So pinch me if I'm dreaming. I wanna feel your touch. I struggle with receiving, 'cause I wanna give so much. Oh, what a rush. But my well was running dry. Then you looked me so deep in my eye, and I felt so damn alive. We were stopping time, you and I. Your love is like a cool glass of water for a man who's been stranded in the desert for a lot of time. Would you stay with me tonight? Hoping that you're not a mirage. Hope I don't love you too much, 'cause there's an understanding that we share. A simple understanding, still so rare. We are richer than any millionaire. In each and every moment that we share. Like a cool glass of water for a man who's been stranded in the desert for a lot of time. Would you stay with me tonight? Hoping that you're not a mirage. Hope I don't love you too much. Hoping that you're not a mirage. Hope I don't love you too much. I have been the watchman, guarding the key to my heart. Think I finally understand. I'm giving up the war if I can. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. That was so pretty. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse Potter again, please. All right, we have a couple songs coming up. I'm going to introduce you to Lily Gunn while she's putting in on her guitar. Lily has released her first single just recently. She recorded it with Dave Gunning, actually. So if any Dave Gunning fans in this space, because yeah, well, this is one of the people that Dave Gunning really likes. So you opened up for Dave, or you played with Dave, or like what's your relationship? How did you guys get involved with each other?
So sorry about that. It was kind of just through at the Pink Piano actually when I played. Russell Soller, who was hosting the Songwriter Circle. I asked him if he knew anyone that would be interested in working with me, and he was like, "Oh, I bet Dave would do it." So I wasn't going to complain with that, but I'm good friends with his son, Judd Gunning. We're playing in a Songwriter Circle at the DeCoste Center in Pictou, and that's in July, so you can get tickets for that. And then I have some family up near Pictou that they all know Dave, so really it was just, no, yeah, I guess so.
And you've got a new release coming up. I believe it's tomorrow. Is
yeah,
that true?
yeah. So my debut single came out about a month ago, And this next one that I'm gonna, yeah, thank you. This next one I'm gonna play is coming out tomorrow, and it's actually the last song of the 3 that we recorded. But it's coming out tomorrow. So.
All right, everybody, Lily Gunn.
There we go. So this next one, this was one of my earlier writes, and really it was just me getting comfortable with imagery. And sometimes, depending on where I am, I'll make a joke that it's a song about a cult, but depending on the audience, sometimes people don't take that very well. But it's called Where the Creatures Meet, and it'll be available on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you like streaming music tomorrow. Where the creatures meet, where the critters come out, when the sun hangs low, for a good lay down, there's a real loud noise, like when a tree falls down, if no one's there to hear. Does it really make a sound? Could be all in my head. The quacks and the croaks, the barks and the bleats, a harmony choked. 'Cause I can see the spiral that I'm in, with the roots in my hair and the moss on my skin. If I follow you into those twisted trees, will you be where the creatures meet, where the critters come out, when the sun hangs low, for a good lay down? In the wood they move, in the river they play. When I drink the water, I can't see straight. Down in the deep dark of your cellar stair is where I cut off my prized long hair. 'Cause I can see the spiral that I'm in, with the roots in my hair and the moss on my skin. If I follow you into those twisted trees, if I wear the crown and I sing the hymn, well, I feel like myself again. If I dance to the screams in the twisted trees, can I be where the creatures meet? Thank you. So we recorded 3 songs, and they were, they're about a year and a half, 2 years old, and I'm going to play the last one that's going to come out. It's a bit of a different vibe from the first 2. The first 2 are a little bit quicker, a little bit creepier, but this one's a little bit sweeter, so, ish. So there's a couple stories to this song. It was one of the first songs I ever wrote. It was the first song, original tune I ever shared with anybody, and there's a couple different stories to it. I wrote it in my grade 11 year of high school. I just finished my first year of university at Acadia, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do after I graduated. I wasn't sure where I wanted to go. I still don't really know what I want to do, but I'm just taking one day at a time, going to get my degree, and and it kind of bled into the song a little bit. I was reflecting on childhood as well, and there's a third story that goes with this song. There's a story behind the metaphors. I use a lot of bird metaphors, and that comes from an incident involving my younger brother, a bird, and a BB gun. So you can do with that as you will. This is called Unbroken Wings. Nest full of clouds, sky above me, I'm too close to the ground. It's all that I see, black pinhole poking through the leaves, and I don't know what it all means. Daddy's getting mad, he's losing all his shit. He howls as I leave, there's tobacco in his spit, and my baby's all alone. He tells me I should quit, that I should fly away. All I wanna do is sit. I fly away just to go back home. Follow the warm wind as it blows. Despite all the pain, on a pair of unbroken wings. A shot in the dark is a hell of a bet. A shot in the sun is an unpaid debt. Despite all the pain, on a pair of unbroken wings. Angry and loud, he calls me by my name. It's a reason for the red, like it's just some game, but he thinks it's new, pushing all the blame. But my mama taught me right, it's all just the same. I fly away just to go back home. Follow the warm wind as it blows. Despite all the pain, on a pair of unbroken wings. A shot in the dark is a hell of a bet. A shot in the sun is an unpaid debt. Despite all the pain, on a pair of unbroken wings. Nest full of clouds, sky above me, I'm too close to the ground. It's all that I see. Thank you very much. And thanks for having me out here. I was very happy, very excited. And thanks for listening.
Lily, you're really showing us that this is the place to be here in Wolfville on Sunday afternoon. Big hand for Lily Gunn. All right, finally we have one last act, and I'm going to invite Nancy Trigano to come on up. I'm going to introduce to you a lovely lady. Gotta climb the mountain, gotta fetch some water, put the penny in the fountain, and it's only early morning. Can't say that I'm lucky, can't say that I'm not. There's not a day gone by when I'm not thankful for what I've got. And there it stands, I tread again. Oaks came down from its line, what a sight to see. Vines streamed out to follow the blind and dashed about us among the leaves. Can't move a muscle, I'm frozen still. Just a deer in the headlights, and I have lost all my free will. There it stands, to tread again. Everyone's going their own way. Not all roads lead us home. Struggle is not the clown, it's trying to carry on. We can play and we can cry, we can say till we die. It's all in our hands. And at the end of the day, with all the promises we made, it's all in our hands. Got a key to the kingdom, from your arms I'm thrown. From the belly of Jonah's well, 3 days later and I'm reborn. Can't move a muscle, I'm frozen still. Just a deer in the headlights, and I have lost all my free will. There it stands, I tread again. When everyone's going their own way, and not all roads lead us home. Struggle is not the clown, it's trying to carry on. We can play and we can cry, we can say till we die. It's all in our hands. And at the end of the day, with all the promises we made, it's all in our hands. I'm on a fire, running out of time, but I'm a
promises we made. It's all in our hands.
We can plan, we can try, we can say till we die. It's all in our hands.
At the end of the day,
With all the promises we make, it's all in our hands.
thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Nancy. All right, so Nancy Trigano and I have a new project. We're called Glenn and Trigano. And we're still looking for any name ideas. We're not sure yet. So, but that's what we have so far because it's our last names. It kind of makes sense. Hey, this is one of our songs. It's called "Stand on the Shoulder." No, we're not sure what we're going to call it yet. But in the chorus, we do mention this phrase, "Shoulders of Giants." So far, that's what we're calling it. We've been told not to call it that, but anyway, here we go. I got this feeling this was gonna hurt. 3 days it took me to finally say it's never been easy and it's never been this hard. That's why this whole thing I can't understand. Why are we falling apart? Sometimes things will just find a way. A glass of wine kissed her lips and her eyes staring into me. I took a breath, had to let her in. She had my heart in her hands. She gave me the key to release my demons. And we stand on the shoulders of giants. You make me tall, without you I am nothing at all. Your words become the voice in my head. And in my heart I feel change is coming. Change is coming my way. Change is coming. Are you coming too? She took me to the window and I tried to think of something to say, but I could only stare. She said, I know a way, but don't get too excited. And the look on her face said I should take her there. Now we stand on the shoulders of giants. You make me tall, without you I am nothing at all. Your words become the voice in my head. And in my heart I feel change is coming. Change is coming my way. Change is coming. Change is coming my way. Now we we stand on the shoulders of giants. You make me tall. Without you, I am nothing at all. Your words become the voice in my head and in my heart. In my heart, I feel changes coming. Changes coming my way. Changes coming. Are you coming too? Big hand for the wine glass. All right, thank you.
And thank you for listening to the podcast version of the show. Please do like, follow, share, do all that stuff for us. We'd appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you next time.